Oh, sorry. I was just checking how ChatGPT works and what's its capability. This is not the real situation. So this is one of the video I'm very excited to record about. This is related to ChatGPT. You may have already heard about it. If you have not, then you should be checking out this particular tool. It's an AI model recently launched by OpenAI.com, and you can access this particular tool from chat.openai.com. This particular link, and you need to create one account. So let me show you what it's all about. But this is phenomenal. It will change the way all of us work down the line. So let me show you what I'm talking about and why there is so much of hype about ChatGPT in current market. Right? So let me show you. First of all, I already added in my bookmark. So you can just go to chat.openai.com and you'll be able to see this particular prompt. But before coming to this particular prompt, you need to create one account, and you can use your Google credentials to create one account and you can get into it. And then you will be getting this kind of a prompt where there is one just a text box where you can ask questions, and from there you'll be getting responses. Now let me show you some 10 ways you can use ChatGPT, and you may get some there are loads of video in internet. So if you want to go deeper, I also have certain videos already coming out where I talked about how can you improve your productivity using ChatGPT, how can you use within MS Excel, within MS Word. So all those videos are coming out. So please subscribe to my channel if you have not already to watch those contents. Now coming back to this particular video. So to start with, let me ask a valid question. Suggest me tips to reduce weight. And let's see what ChatGPT says there. You can see that it's coming up with different pointers that what are the things you need to do. So set a realistic goal, eat healthy, control your portion sizes, everything. So it's coming up with all those suggestions that whatever we can follow to reduce weight, which seems to be a difficult task nowadays. Whatever. So these are the things, and let me maybe into the next step and see that how ChatGPT responds. So now I'm asking a more specific question that please suggest an Indian diet for all 7 days for a 43 years male with 5.6-inch height and 95 kg of weight with some complications and who is lactose intolerant. Are you thinking that it's for me? Okay, you can guess, but let me hit enter and see that what it's coming up with. And you can see, yeah, it's coming up with a day wise plan. The day one, what we can have in breakfast, what will be in the lunch and evening snack, dinner, and day two. So it's coming up with the full diet chart. I know we all may visit to certified professional to get this kind of guidance, but I just thought of checking it here so that we can get some maybe brief idea that in which line we should go. But at the end of the day, before you use this, take professional help, because that's a very specific area of expertise, right? So this is one example where maybe a diet plan, different type of tips, you can ask ChatGPT about it. Now let me show you another way of using ChatGPT. Let's talk about the next step. So now you can use ChatGPT as your maybe guide to learn a specific topic also. So what I'm talking about, so let me paste it here. I'm planning to learn public cloud. However, I'm confused with different public cloud providers. Please help me to choose between AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. And let's see what it's talking about. You can see there was a spelling mistake, but it's still answering me 100% accuracy. So this is the beauty of this tool. And currently you can see that it's giving me a response like a seasoned professional. Right, so it's giving me pros and cons, but end of the day, what are the things? And again, it's giving a last paragraph talks about that I may need to take the decision, but it's giving me the required pointers to take the decision. So this is great, and this is something path breaking, right? Till date, we never saw this kind of AI responses earlier. Earlier responses were too robotic kind of a thing, but this human-like responses path breaking, and this particular thing is going to change how we are all working, specifically in the knowledge industry, right? So all of the knowledge workers and may have a different way of working down the line. Now, let me try to answer a more technical question to ChatGPT. As a system administrator, some of us already use this particular command, and you may not have used it also. But let's see that how it responds to a more technical question. Now, I'm asking for: give me steps to restart a Red Hat OpenStack cluster. Let's see how it responds. Now, you can see that it started giving the steps, right? So, what are the pre-checks needs to be done? And then what are the components are working or not, that needs to be checked. And now it will give me specific commands which I need to execute during kind of a restart requirement. Okay, it never provided me the command, so I can ask for that, and it gave me the steps only. So I can type, give me detailed commands also. Now you can see it will start generate those commands. You can see it started giving the commands. I can just copy code and I can execute in the actual box where I want to restart the cluster. So this is the way. So in case you are a technical guy and you are still maybe looking for some guidance, okay, I know maybe 50% of it, but I need to know something more, you can use ChatGPT, right? So this is the future. Earlier we all used to check different PDF files for some guidance. Later Google came in picture and we started Googling before we do any of command execution. Now ChatGPT is there. You can replace your Google search by ChatGPT and you can get all those guidance here. Now we talked about some pure technical things. Now what if you're a content creator and you're looking for some inspiration, you're looking for some guidance, you are looking for a structure from where you can start. So let me now ask, and please suggest me first 20 video ideas. So let's see what it comes out with. And okay, it started giving me those options. And so in case someone is maybe starting this kind of venture or maybe side hustle, and this will be a very good place to start with. You can have that idea and then you can fine tune, and then you can come up with a maybe more detailed way. Now I asked for 20, you can ask for 100 and it will give you 100 ideas. I tried in some of the times and it gave me 100 ideas. So it's another way of using ChatGPT so that it give you some real pointers from where you can start. Now it gave me some of the basic things. Now one thing to remember here, what are the questions you are asking? ChatGPT remembers those things against your account, so that if I ask a follow-up question, it will relate to the earlier question and it will respond. That's another beauty of this particular tool. I'm asking, suggest me more advanced topics. So it gave me 20 tips, which are a bit of in a basic side, and those are easier. Now I'm looking for some more advanced topics. Now if I hit enter, now you can see it will start giving, okay, data analysis using Excel, using financial modeling, advanced data visualization, okay, tool using Excel with other tools, okay, or automating Excel with scripts and add-ins. Okay, so these are giving me some advanced tips, right? So what I've done, I have not repeated my question again. I just asked a follow-up question. The way we interact with humans, right? So that's the way it is. So it's this human-like responses is something path-breaking we never saw earlier. So this is something, whenever I saw the tool first time, it blew my mind. And hopefully if you're also checking it for the first time, it will also maybe create similar impact. So now let's see what else it can do. Now some of the time, whenever we take some of the projects or something, we look for a project plan. Sometimes we prepare in Excel, sometimes we do it in Microsoft projects. But now let me ask the same question. I'm planning to start a new YouTube channel from 1st May 2023. Please give me a project plan for the same. So let's see what it comes up with. So yes, it started giving me the define your niche, and then create a content plan, create brand identity. So all those things, whatever is required before you start a YouTube channel, so those plans it's already giving. So if I ask for more detailed way, okay, I need a week-wise plan, it will also give me that. So I was trying for some of similar topics when I was first exploring this particular tool. It gave me a very, very detailed plan. So let me show you that how it will look like. Let me ask, give me a week-wise project plan. Now it will start giving me week-wise plan also. Now you can see week 1, May 1st to 7th, what are the things will be done, right? then May 8th to 14th, what will be done. So everything week wise it is giving me, so that I can plan my project accordingly, and I can take some inspiration, some skeleton structure to start with, and then I maybe build on top of it. So that's the way you can use ChatGPT. It can create marketing plan, it can create your project plan, and it can give you some ideas to start with. And that's the way you can start using ChatGPT. Let me know in the comments below that what are the ways you want to use ChatGPT going further, or to start with, what are the things you want to explore. Who knows, we'll also get some ideas from there, right? Okay, so now another thing I was exploring, it can write emails for you. Email is an integral part of our life, right? Whoever us are knowledge workers, we maybe read 200 emails, write another 50, but we write some other emails also. So I now came up with a situation. Now please help me to write an escalation email to a 5-star hotel where we booked to enjoy our anniversary, but because of poor service we could not enjoy. And let's see how it comes up with that escalation email. I don't need to draft it from the beginning. ChatGPT will draft it for me. I'll just add some of the maybe data here and there in case to make it more appropriate and to match my situation, and I'll try to write, right? So that's the way we can come up with. And you can see it started writing that email for me, and I just need to click this skeleton, and on top of it I'll build something more, and then I can send it. So I don't need to waste my time of thinking what to write, what are things to mention. It's already giving me all those pointers. And look, I never mentioned about the room experience. It's talking about the room itself was not up to our expectations, so it's already started giving some of the pointers you can highlight. And if it resonates with your problem, then you can use it directly, or you can just do a little bit of modification and you can go ahead. So these opportunities are immense and unlimited within using ChatGPT. It's only up to you how you want to use it. So your imagination is the actual limit. Now it gave me one response, one email. Now if I want to make this language of the email much more stronger, what I can do, I am asking that I'm really disappointed with their service and I would like to write a stronger email. Can you suggest me a revised version? And it will now rephrase that entire email with a more stronger language. So that's the way you can do it. And another good thing, I was checking it out and I'm going to publish another video on that. How can you train ChatGPT with your style of writing? You can train it with your way of writing also, so that once it will generate the response, people will not be able, it's wrote by you or it generated from this particular tool. I am going to publish another video very shortly on that. If you want to watch that, please subscribe to my channel and enable the notification there so that you get that alert once I'll publish that. Okay, now let me show you another way of maybe using this particular tool. Take an example, maybe if you want to learn a new language, it can help you there. So let me give you one example. Can you translate how are you to Bengali? Bengali is my mother tongue. I know how it will look like, but I'm just checking. Does ChatGPT also knows Bengali? So I'm just enter and you can see. Okay, bang on, 100% correct, right? And it can also, it's giving you how you should pronounce that, how would you in Bengali, right? So in case any of Bengalis are watching it, you will also appreciate the way it responded. So whatever the language you want to learn, just try it, prompt with a actual requirement. ChatGPT, only thing you need to do, you need to ask the right question and answer will come automatically. So that's the beauty of this AI model, right? So in case you are planning to learn a new language, this can be a great guide for you. Now, I talked about all the features and benefits of this tool, but this tool also have one small limitation. A few other things are also there. As I mentioned just now, that you can train ChatGPT with your data, but you need to be very cognizant about what's the data you are feeding with. In case you are working in an organization and they have some data security privacy related requirements and compliance requirements, you cannot feed that data. Now you are the best judge and you need to take that call, that what are the data you want to feed ChatGPT, because it will be in the public domain. and it will be used to maybe generate some of the responses later. So be cognizant about that. And but still you can train it in certain ways which without harming anything, right? So that's also as human we will be able to maybe judge best. Right now, the limitation is that ChatGPT is trained till September 2021 data. The current model, whatever we are using, we can see ChatGPT February 13 version. So this is trained till September 2021 data. There are some add-ins came in the market. I'm going to record another video with all the add-ins you can use along with ChatGPT, which will cover up the remaining part that from September 2021 to till date. That data also got ingested there. But if I now ask one question, what are the new features available in iOS 16.3.1? This released last month. So if I ask, it will not be able to answer. I checked it earlier. You can see that it's saying, I'm sorry, but as an AI language model, I cannot provide information on iOS 16.3.1 because it doesn't exist. The very reason is it's trained the data till September 2021. But it's giving you the right direction. Where should you find this particular response or the answer you are looking for? It's asking you go to Apple site and find out what are the features available. So while it's not able to give you the right answer, it's guiding you properly and the right direction that from where you can get the data. So that's all about it. I thought of covering these other things. So you'll be getting some of the prompt, some of the pointers that what are the questions you should ask ChatGPT, and mention in the comment if you how you want to use this particular tool. I'm already in process to record multiple ChatGPT related videos. Some of them are how can you use to improve your productivity, how can you use within MS Excel, how can you use within MS Word, all those things. And so stay tuned, subscribe to my channel if you want to watch those videos down the line. Thank you for your time. Bye bye for now.